right, everybody, welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about exposure in your camera and how to get the best, exposure on a subject, or me in this case for a talking head video, because normally, when you do exposure, you can use your waveforms or a histogram or zebras or the meter in your camera, whatever it is, a DSLR, a mirrorless, a cinema camera. And all those are based on reflective light, which is the light bouncing off me, my shirt, well, black, so it's not bouncing anything, the walls, the lights in the back. They're all reflecting back into the camera, which tends to make it an erroneous reading. And I'll prove that to you later on with just a very easy demonstration between like a black shirt and a white or gray shirt. So to help with this, we have different tools like a light meter. And this happens to be the Sekonic L858DU Speedmaster. Sorry, I wanted to look at it so I didn't get it wrong. And let me show you this close up. And this is a great tool for video, not only photography, but for video. Right now, I have everything set up on 50 frames, on my shutter speed at 50, my ISO at 400, and my shutter speed, or my frames per second, to 23.98, exactly like I'm set up in the camera. I'll show you that later too, because I'm going to record the screen. And the easiest way to use a light meter is to set your camera settings, and we want to see what our aperture should be. So we'll just go ahead. All right, there we are at 2.8, exactly where we should. And the other thing I like to use a light meter for is to get the contrast ratios of my face. Now, I like a 1:2 or 1:4, which is basically just 1 or 2 stops difference between the side of the face. And I'm going to show you a very easy way of doing this using a light meter. So let me grab my remote. And we'll go ahead and reset this. And we're going to retract the ball because we don't want the all of the light coming in, all the incident light. We just want a direct line of sight between our key light and our fill light. And by the way, my fill light is an aperture 120D pointed to the ceiling, basically making it a big softbox, because I don't like the reflection in my glasses. When I'm talking and I look up a little bit, you get that reflection, and I don't like that. So let me go ahead and turn off my fill light. And we'll make sure that the ball is all the way retracted. Or you can go ahead and this time we'll put it out because that's the only light we have on. So let's go ahead and point it toward the light, do a reading. And we got a 3.2. That's our aperture value. Let me go ahead and get one without the key light. And that's a 1.6. And you're like, okay, so that's a little bit different. Well, how do you know how many stops that is? Well, we have a contrast ratio, our delta contrast function, our luminance function. And the easiest way to do that is we can take a metering of our first light. Okay, and then we can help hit the delta EV. And we can turn on our second light. And we can take a reading and hold it. And this says we're about 2 stops. Yeah, just about 2 stops. And that's exactly where I want to be, which basically means it's 2 stops of a difference between this side of my face and this side of the face, to give us some contrast so it doesn't look all flat. So that's the easiest way. Oops, I need to turn back my light back on. That's the easiest way to use a light meter, in my opinion, to get the overall aperture, or what I should be set at, based on the incident light, not the reflected light, and to do contrast ratios. Now, this is, by far, this tool is like way overdone for, my little setup, but it's very easy to use. It's nice and big, so even an old guy blind like me can see it. So just kind of love these tools, and I can't say enough about trying to use a light meter for your videos. So let me go ahead and get out of this and go to that quick test I promised you. and show you what a difference a light meter can make just based on the color of your shirt. So stand by and let me get out of this. All right, everybody. So I just wanted to show you real quick what a difference your shirt can make, for instance, to the reflective light meter of your camera or your cinema camera or your DSLR, your mirrorless camera, whatever your camcorder, whatever you're using. So let me take a quick reading. And if you notice, it says 2.8. And on the bottom of the screen there, it says 2.8. And we're metered right on. And this is a black shirt. So part of the problems with all this stuff, or all this light, is the camera's getting the reflected meter from all the lights, from my key light, my rim light, my hair light, the back lights, and all that other good stuff. So here I am in a black shirt, which has basically no reflectance. And I'm going to put on a light colored shirt, and let's see where our meter jumps. So there you go. I put on a light colored shirt. And if you notice, we're almost, according to the meter in the camera, we're almost a stop over, which we are not. Let me take another measurement just to make sure. Yep, we're at 2.8. So this is just a quick demonstration. I messed up my glasses. So this is just a quick demonstration on why a light meter is so much better than your camera's reflective meter, because it's just taking the reflective light from my face, and the surrounding, like shirt and walls and all that other stuff. Where this, I want to expose for my face, so I'm going to use a incident meter and just go ahead and take a reading this way. So a lot better way of doing it. And this quick demonstrations just shows you the big difference even a shirt can make. So let me take this shirt back off. All right, now we're at the black shirt. Now we're back at, right on there in the middle on our reflective meter in my camera. So I just wanted to, just a quick demonstration of showing you why even a shirt can make a difference. So let me go ahead and get out of this, and we'll head on back. Thanks. All right, everybody. So hopefully you enjoyed this video on using the basic use of a light meter, and the Sekonic L858DU. This is just a great tool, and I love it. I was kind of sick of guessing at my lighting and my ratios. It got very irritating to me. So I just, broke down, bought a light meter, and now I know for sure. And, hopefully you learned a little bit, that your camera meter isn't always correct. And I'm going to be using this every single video to make sure that my exposure and my aperture are exactly correct. And it's less work in post too. So, it just makes it easier all around. Great tool. The Sekonics, can't say enough about them. They are the industry standard. Just love this dang thing. And I'm never going to go without one again. Let's put it that way. So thank you, everybody, for watching and for listening. I greatly appreciate it. Have a great day or night, everybody. Happy shooting. Thank you. Bye.